Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad ARIF ISMAIL, MATRIC number 264159. So in this video, I will present about the case study, tax policy CFO, should Pfizer acquire Allergan? So I will talk about the recommendation, should Pfizer merge or not with Allergan? So my answer is yes, Pfizer should consider merging with Allergan. So does Allergan fit Pfizer's need? Why Allergan is the good choice? So by merging with Allergan, Pfizer will be able to change their tax residence to Ireland, where Allergan's domicile in. Pfizer will be able to enjoy the lower tax rate when compared to the US tax rate. Pfizer only needs to pay 12.5% instead of 40% of US tax. Additionally, by relocating its tax residence to Ireland, Pfizer's worldwide tax rate was estimated to drop from 25% to 18% in the first year alone. Now let's see what is the cost needed to be incurred in this merger and the benefits that come together if Pfizer merges with Allergan. So the cost is when Pfizer chooses to merge with Allergan, it means that Pfizer will accept the offer of 152 billion stock for stock acquire. So Pfizer would pay the equivalent of 363.63 per share of Allergan, representing a 30% premium over Allergan's pre-announcement share price. So when formalizing the agreement, mean activating a US $400 million breakup clause, which if they call off the deal at later date, Pfizer need to pay at that amount. So the benefit is Pfizer's income tax saving were estimated to be 1.4 billion in the first year following the merger, increasing to 2 billion by the third year. The tax saving would also greatly reduce cost of capital to repatriate the 74 billion in overseas cash holdings that Pfizer had accumulated. Mergers with Allergan also increase the overall profitability of Pfizer because now they have larger product pools to keep competitive in pharmaceutical industries. So Pfizer's management can also be improved because the mergers will bring in all the elites from Allergan into the company. So both the company's elite will be able to work together in increasing the efficiency and effectiveness of the company. For example, the CEO of Allergan will act as the COO at the combined company. So the mergers will allow Pfizer to better utilizing their cash instead of the money to be locked outside of the country. Now, they will be able to repatriate the money back to the company because of the lower tax rate. In the year of 2014, Pfizer's net revenue 62% is generated internationally and the remaining 38% is contributed by the US. This is the one of the reason that why Pfizer should choose to merge with Allergan. Since Pfizer's main source of revenue come from foreign countries, Pfizer needs to pay a high amount of US tax when repatriating the foreign country's income. But if Pfizer merged with Allergan, the tax resident will be moved to Ireland and Pfizer only need to pay 12.5% instead of 40% of US tax. Pfizer will also obtain all Allergan's future revenues and profit. The combined revenue and profit of the merged company were expected to total 68 billion and 21 billion respectively. Thus, the merger will help Pfizer keep up with the large players in the pharmaceutical and biotech industry. In the pharmaceutical business, Johnson and Johnson or J&J is the largest market capitalization in the world. If Pfizer merged with Allergan, it able to compete and stand to align with the largest market value of J&J. For your information, the statistical data of United States demographic on the website of Worldometer shown that the life expectancy increasing from an average of 78.9 years in the year 2010 to an average 79.1 years in the present year. Also, the mortality rate of infants and under age 5 decreased from the year 2010 to the year 2020. This data shows the importance of healthcare in the US to enhance their health standards. Pfizer should take this opportunity to merge with Allergan to dominate the US market by providing healthcare services. Besides, the advantages of the merger is the transmission of Allergan's technology. Pfizer will be able to access Allergan's technologies to develop pharma products, especially the Allergan's pharma product, Botox, and the Alzheimer's drug Namenda. In the newly merged company, they can share their technology strategies to improve and diversify their pharma products. While for the environment factor is how the pharmaceutical company manage the waste to reduce the pollution. The management team of Pfizer and Allergan able to collaborate in minimizing the waste and the recycling improvement. Next, what step Pfizer should implement to ensure the merging is successful? According to the guideline provided by Smartsheet website, there are 10 general steps of the merger and acquisition or M&A process. In this case, the merger process is on the step of negotiate and agree on the deal as the Pfizer and Allergan had agreed on the 152 billion all-stock deal. So the next step will be performing due diligence and followed by the next step until begin the integration. So the merger teams need to confirm every detail of the M&A process. So in my opinion, the merger team can hire and external resources to perform the financial analysis and operational analysis, such as hire an advisor team from the audit firm to provide their professional opinion toward this merger. Pfizer can get obtain Pfizer can obtain extra information before signing the deal contracts. Besides that, the merger needs to be sensitive to the changes in the US rule and policies. The US regulators and politicians are cracking down on the tax evasion to make the company change its tax resident more challenging. Pfizer will need to ensure that their merge action is complying with the law and regulations. With the aim of accelerating the merger teams should work together with the legal teams because the legal teams are able to provide the best opinion to ensure the merger is lawful. Nonetheless, the uncertainty of policy in the United States might curb the merger. For example, US Treasury announced a new rule, additional Treasury actions to rein in corporate tax invasion. To make the tax invasion attractive, the rule has limited the ability of US company to merge with foreign company and inflate the new foreign parent corporation size. Although the new rules did not affect the merger teams need to speed up the merge deal before the US Treasury issue a new policy to curb the deal. It is recommended that the merger teams should cooperate with legal teams to ensure the process of the merger is smooth and fast. Pfizer also needs to communicate well with Allergan about the position of the management team. For example, the election of the chief executive officer needs to be conducted after the merge. In this case, Allergen CEO expected to hold the position of Chief Operating Officer (COO) after the merge. Thus, Pfizer should discuss the management position in detail with Allergen to avoid the conflict between the management teams of Pfizer and Allergen. I also recommend that Pfizer should standardize the terms and conditions and the code of conduct after combined with Allergen. So after all, a multinational company in the US needs to comply with the laws and the policies set out by the US government. Pfizer has to follow all the laws to avoid the merger label as corporate tax evasion. The corporate tax evasion is a tax avoidance scheme where there is an enactment of US Internal Revenue Services that are purposely to impose penalties on the company involved in corporate tax evasion. Thus, the legal team of Pfizer should take it seriously in the merger. In this case, the regulators did not finalize any policy, especially for the merger of the multinational company. So Pfizer should merge with Allergan as soon as possible before the new policy issue to break down the deal. So that's all from me. Thank you.